Story: How to overcome the isolation of remote work. I like working remotely, and I think it is one of the greatest achievements of our generation. Being free to work where we want, outside the cities, pollution, traffic. The quality of life can be 10 times better, but on the other hand, those who work remotely tend to isolate themselves and have less human relationships. How can we defeat this trend? First answer: I relate so much with what you just shared. I felt very lonely lately. I spoke to my manager and he helped me find ways to defeat loneliness. Here are things I'm actually implementing myself. Once a week, go to a co-working space. Invite friends to work over. Go to a friend's house to work. Have a lunch break with someone or a coffee break. Go to a meet-up after work. Join a course on whatever you like after work. Ask friends and acquaintances to go for a walk on lunch break. Go and work in coffee place for a couple of hours. Do remote focus session over Zoom with a colleague. Plan random coffee chats with your colleagues over Zoom. Second answer: those who work remotely tend to isolate themselves and have less human relationships. This is very untrue. Everyone I know who works remotely has a really active social life. Not having to commute frees up hours a day and more social energy to spend with hobbies, groups, friends, and family. I socialize a lot on Zoom during the day with people at lunch and after work. If you are feeling isolated, it's probably time to beef up this social life a bit. If you've got an active social life and you are still wanting to talk to more people during work hours than you are now, consider virtual meetups, co-working spaces, etc. Third answer: isolating with coworker distractions is not the same as general isolation of people, family, friends, outside work. I think we need to make this distinction very clear. I have a very general observation in my circle that people having issues with remote work are the ones that rely too much of coworkers as real friends. If you treat coworkers as real friends before pandemic, hang out after work hours, you'll have a hard time to adjust for remote work. However, my main interactions with my coworkers are during business hours, and almost all of the interactions is related to the work even before pandemic. So I didn't feel the isolation you mentioned at all. It's just changed from patting my back while I'm working to sending me a message or email that I can choose the better time to reply to. And on the contrary, I feel more connected with my family and friends since my schedule can be a bit more flexible now. So overall, I feel less isolated. Fourth answer: I'm pretty lucky that my husband and I both work remotely, so we get to hang out and talk to each other around the water cooler. If you don't have that situation, our pets are also a huge help. It's great to go find a sleeping cat and just blow a raspberry on their belly to feel better after a creepy meeting. Warning: some cats don't like this and will try to murder you. Also, I may schedule time for hanging out with friends every week or two to maintain human contact. Plus, I have some colleagues who are also remote. Everyone in the company is all over the country who are in the same major city area as me, and we get together for lunch every once in a while. Fifth answer: I'm not sure that the generalization of remote workers isolate and have less relationships is accurate. Less personal relationships originating from work. Sure, you need to break out of the mindset of making friends at work. You have more freedom with your time. Use it to find new hobbies and activities, such as exercising in a variety of ways. This will find you like-minded people that you are connecting to out of choice from passion and not convenience from work. Just my thoughts as someone who has never had many friends at work and finds them elsewhere running, scuba, music, food,